over 200 is 42. See, this value is x over 200. But that's what I'm trying to multiply here. So I have 42 over 200. And the failure is 200 minus 42. So 200 minus 42 is approximately 158. So 158 over 200. So I am going to multiply all this out and see if it is greater than 10. So I can start from here. This 200 will cancel. Then I'll get my calculator. So multiply the numerator. And the numerator is going to give me 42 multiplied by 158. And that is equal to divided by 200. And 33.18 is greater than 10. Therefore, it passed the test. So this binomial passes the test to binomial. For converting binomial to normal has been successful. The condition is met. So now we can continue. And the other one will be met also. Sample size is less than 5% of the population. That's we know. And so we can continue the test. And statistics. So we have ZP hat, even though we don't really need to calculate that. But because our calculator can give it to us, all I have to do now is finish the test here. So go to my test, go to stats, arrow to test, and do one prop Z test. One prop Z test is number 5. And what is the population proportion? The statement of the CDC. So CDC said that 17% of children between 2 and 19 years are obese. All right. So that's what we are testing. Is it true? That is what we are testing. The sample size given to us is 200. And the kind of test we are doing is two-tail test. So I'm going to select two-tail test and then draw. When I draw, I see that my drawing sheds a large part of the critical value. So I can actually see that the probability of accepting the null is 13.21. The p-value is 13.21%. P-value is greater than alpha. So since p-value is greater than alpha, 13.21%, 13.21% is greater than 5% alpha. So I will accept the null. If I look at that, I will see that the test statistics is 1.5. And if I look at my graph above, I will see that the rejection region started from 1.96, but the test statistics is 1.5. So the test statistics falls into the acceptance region. Therefore, the traditional method and p-value actually have accepted the null. What is the null? The null says that 17% of young adults are obese. So we have accepted the claim from CDC. We have actually accepted the claim from CDC, which says that 17% of all adults children between 2 and 19 are obese. That is something to think about, and we have to start dealing with them now because they are children. their tomorrow's future. And so we have to start working on our children, finding what we give them, what they eat, to combat the follow the kind of diseases that will come after if we don't watch out. We want to make sure that we control what our children eat and so on, or maybe do some other things. So we have tested the claim with the p-value and the traditional method, the test statistic. All right, the next thing I want to do is test this claim also. I also want to test this claim using hypothesis testing. So you see that the test statistics falls into the acceptance region. There is not enough evidence to reject this claim that 17% of young adults from 2 to 19 are obese. Therefore, we accept the hypothesis, the status quo, that 17% of young adults are actually obese. It is true. All right, so we have to do something about it. Now, the next one is to do the same test using confidence interval. Is it going to give us the same conclusion? So let's do Z confidence interval. So we are going to get a calculator again, go to stats, arrow to test, and do a Z confidence interval or one prop Z confidence interval, because we are doing in the proportion. One prop Z confidence interval is what we are doing. X is 42, same question, sample size is 200. The confidence level is 95% because level of significance is 5%. Therefore, the level of significance, the confidence level is 95%. And so I'm going to type in 0.95 right here. We can calculate, and we see that the lower bound of my confidence interval is 15.35, well, 36%. So 1536. So this is 1536.1536 is the lower bound, and the upper bound is 0.2665. 0.2665, and the point estimate. The point estimate is 21. Actually, p hat is 0.21. The point estimate is 0.21. Okay, so now we can also be told to find the margin of error. And so what is the margin of error? The margin of error is upper bound minus lower bound. So the upper bound minus lower bound is 0.0165 approximately. I can actually say it is 0.02. All right, so the margin of error is 0.016. Okay, so what do we see? The most important thing is that does this interval contain the hypothesis from CDC? Does this interval contain 17%? Yes, it does. It contains 17%. 17% is somewhere here. Therefore, even the confidence interval has accepted the claim from CDC. Confidence interval has accepted the claim from CDC that 17% of children from 2 years to 19 years are obese. So the claim, we cannot reject the claim. There is not enough evidence to reject.